our boys all the way from our slot. That's why that you want 2-man squad lang yung mga player natin dito. So let's see how these boys can, defend themselves with those other players who's gonna be having their contests. Alright, we have also our slot 3s, Atras, 3-man squad, Snap, Shine, and also we have a Double for 1 player all the way from slot 5 AM has been a knockdown. Alright, there goes yung elimination dito sa side ng mga slot 4s natin dito. That quick fires to slot 12 and another one bites the dust. Fire player from slot 12 natin dito, giving it up, and all the way slot 4, no choice but to exit the game, as you can see. But again, 1 player dead from slot 12 is being knocked down by yours truly all the way from our slot 13s, maybe. Dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin, pero any of my enemies, my friend, all the way from slot 24, pero 1 player from our slot 16 has been nade out from the game. He definitely has been knocked down. I don't know if you that 1 player from slot 15 can still be up or recovered after being knocked down by those boys all the way from our slot 10. Maybe it's something natin dito. Yo, love pops. Yeah, what up, baby? What's up, yo? Yeah, maraming salamat din for the invite. Maraming salamat for the slot. Again, another one bites the dust. This is the side again ng mga statistics natin. Those men from slot 10 are not backing down after the knockdown of one of the statistics natin dito. Truly, those men, having an idea that they can take those other players who the devil land here on the same ground, same location where they are at. But those men from our slot 24, having a lot of hardship. Why? Because 2 man lang yung mga player natin here. 2 players lang yung mga slot 24s natin. Down below, ground 0, first floor, we have our slot 10. Going for the man, it's gonna be a run all the way from slot 24, pero 1 player situation, pero higher ground pa rin yung mga player natin dito. So that's why they're definitely having a lot of good visual versus those slot 20s natin dito. Pero make no mistake, sobrang tucked and covered pa rin yung mga slot 20 natin na from those bullets that they can be knocked down on, coming from those slot 10. Pero 2 player dead from slot 10 has been knocked down. CIA agents running up, moving forward na rin dito sa side ng mga slot 10s natin. You know what time it is at the knockdown, ano pa naman play natin time for the push. Everyone from slot 10 or slot 20s, I know way up not the last man standing. This is the side of most slot 10s natin. They definitely had a mistake pushing in. Doon kung nasaan yung way up bus ng mga slot 10s natin. Last man, pero definitely is slot 20 recovered up from that, almost eliminated by those slot 10s earlier. 3-on-3 situation, 1-on-1 situation down, pero still naka-recover pa rin yung mga slot 20 natin for that ambush. Slot 20, slot 10 most definitely prepared situation, pero higher ground pa rin yung mga player natin dito. So that's why they definitely have na hindi sila makakuha ng knockdown dito sa side ng mga slot 25 natin dito. Few men, 2 players to be exact for slot 22, most they definitely bailed out. And right now, slot 18, another replacing those slot 22 for some sort of 4-on-2 situation against our slot 25. Pero wala pa rin magandang angulo yung mga slot 18s natin dito, guys. Slotting here in the open, hiding to those right hands. Slot 25 who's been kept on spraying towards those slot 25, and right now they're not being sprayed by blue all the way from slot 25. Ayun yata magandang angulo yung mga player natin dito, vice versa. So we're gonna be pulling out dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin dito against our slot 7 MA. Shots fired, everyone is letting those presence of their snow na nag-unagan way above sila dito. And maybe excited na yung mga player natin dito for them to be able to have those na hindi sila makakuha ng knockdown dito sa side ng mga slot 25 natin dito. Few men, 2 players to be exact for slot 22, most they definitely bailed out. And right now, slot 18, one is doing their thing. Most definitely fingers crossed, breaking away right now from those opponents of theirs. Been receiving a lot of hits, a lot of bullets covering those gun of theirs. Pero again, those other players being hit is not enough pa rin to knock them down. Pero that is enough para maging aware yung mga player natin kung nasa yung way about. So sure nila, dito naman sa side ng mga slot 6 natin. Maybe talaga namang yung tactics ng mga player natin dito, let themselves know na rin kung nasa way about sila. Maybe try to have those men lured na rin kung nasa yung territory nila, where they definitely having or preparing some sort of ambush up from those other who's gonna be moving forward. But we have our slot 3 who's responding out from those open fighting. Ginawa ng mga slot 6 natin dito. Damage flight after that run over Jorbay na ginawa niya dito sa uphill kung nasa yung whereabouts sa mga slot 6 natin, pero wrong place. Long time. Pulling over. Nasa na rin yung whereabouts ng 4 men. 3 players play over slot 7. Waiting for the one is doing their thing. Musdo nila. Dito naman sa side ng mga slot 6 natin. Maybe talaga namang yung tactics ng mga player natin dito. Let themselves know na rin kung nasa web. Ito open fighting ginawa niya dito naman sa side ng mga stats. Ito natin again. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Down to the last man standing. One guy all the way from slot 13 versus 2 men all the way from slot 23's 2-on-1 situation. Left and right possible will be grabbed by those other players from slot 23. So if this one player, which is Bright, will be having nasa nako-cover yung mga player natin dito. That is good visual for the perfect and who's been opening fire to them. He's not gonna be going out without a fight, that's for sure. This is a side that most not that this not is gonna be giving it best. Oh, that's one side the most not 23 snag him. And diversion of being created by those slot 23s, pero not fast enough for them to be able to have this one guy all the way from slot 13 confused. Ito open fighting ginawa niya dito naman sa side ng mga slot. Ito natin again. Enemy of giving it best. Oh, that's one side ng mga slot 23 snag him. And diversion of being created by those slot 23s, pero not fast enough for them to be able to have this one guy all the way from slot 13 confused kung nasan yung whereabouts ng isa sa kanila. And one player who's about to have his ring around the rosy and grabbing those attention. This one player has been knocked down. Now it's time for the 1v1 situation as the blue zone are catching up kay 𝐂𝐿. Opening 5 badly wounded because of the blue zone. A few shots, a few bullets most definitely went inside of his body, most definitely. 1v1 situation, the blue zone. A lot of hardship and not one player confused on whether it's gonna be staying or it's gonna be running up, facing the one player toe-to-toe engagement, pulling up the S12K shotgun for an easy knockdown to somehow 𝐴𝐿, Tylus, and Squeezy all the way from slot 9. 4 men also themselves yung area ng patrona natin dito. Whoever's gonna be going down on patrona area, we have our slot 9 protecting the ground. One player, CIA, has been knocked down right now. Talaga mga first knock, choose dito sa top CIA natin. Pero there goes the retaliation. One player then all the way from slot 20 is being knocked down. And 300 situation, most definitely change of casualty, most definitely has been gone. And what we can say is talaga namin ganun na rin ka-prepare yung mga stat 21 and stat 20 is not needed for any kind of situation. Those other players gonna be putting at them vice versa. Dito muna tayo sa mga player natin again from stat 8. First, RTL, one player CIA. Another one by slot into the side ng mga slot 90 is not a versatile. Two of them has been disintegrated. Last man, dito na natin itong slot natin sa side ng mga player natin all the way. Former slot 11, heated 𝐿𝐿, Tylus, and Squeezy all the way from slot 9. 4 men also themselves yung area ng patrona natin dito. Man, I think it's gonna be fighting those boys all the way from slot 20 to show who's the boss probably. Pero 1-on-3 situation, still he will be quite outnumbered by 2 sa mga slot 20s natin dito. But another one bites the dust, keeps on popping here on our screen. If somehow we can make it there and expect those other players been having their balag-bagan pa rin. Pero KJ slot 6 getting their annihilation dito sa side ng mga slot 3 natin dito slot 24. One player has been knocked down dito naman sa side ng mga slot natin. 4-man squad pa rin. Man, they are definitely setting their perimeters na rin kung nasa yung way about it. One play natin all the way from slot 24 natin dito calling those men now to maybe try to one possible quick knockdown somehow. On going towards his target dito not in one play would have definitely pushed inside the smoke compound to nasa just waiting and definitely doing to have. But one player from slot 23 has been knocked down, not the area. Who's be the bird's eye view ng mga slot 23 natin. Pero again, space natin din, nagkameron ng upper hand. Grumpy natin din taking the back corner or back end view ng mga slot 23 natin. Whoever's gonna be sheltering all the way behind of the building, while Sphinx natin din keeps on opening fire towards that front side corner. Grumpy natin dito will be getting his knocked down. Probably dito naman sa side ng mga slot 23 natin dito. He's been hiding out dun sa bullets na one play natin dito from our slot 7. Wow! Because yung opening fire again dito sa side ng mga stat natin. Maybe yung signal ng mga stat 70s natin that they definitely can push kill safely. Challenge open ground is running. Trying to have those mirrors stat that they're confused from that nag that he definitely took dito sa side ng mga stat natin. Pero Bry from our stat 23 is waiting and definitely doing MA, one player has been nagged out. Dito naman sa side ng mga play natin. No where for Sly Alanis maybe. Tignan natin. 5 AM, 4-man squad. They definitely had been regrouped na rin dito. Nagkameron regrouping moment yung mga top 5 natin dito. Nagkameron na natin yung mga player natin ulit. Forward stat 25. But now nagkameron na rin na thinking yung mga top 4 natin dito. You know, better to have each other than to, you know, have those and knock down separately. That is now those other players will be getting it off again towards those one of the players top 4. No, the confirmation will be occurring. That 20s moving inside of this hangar. KZ has been a knockdown inside of the blue zone. See that most definitely. And it does not have one player still can be recovered inside the blue zone. It's a Mao. They can finish this and the blues are going to be taking our boys all the way from slot things out, bringing around the road to every player from slot 18 and hurrying themselves to take this last man from slot 6 down before the blue zone takes them all out. From slot 4 which is inside of the blues. Slot 13 versus the slot 10. Smoking or popping, blooming, everyone in knowing that I cannot away about the company natin because of the smoke pop. Slot 12 is opening fire up dito naman sa side ng mga slot 9 natin. While those other players are trying to have their knockdown and inflict some damage link dito naman sa side ng mga slot 12 natin. From the moment those are man all the way from slot 9 and those other players, those definitely saw those smoke pop. They're definitely figuring out that I could not see a way about some players natin. The way the smoke with mga tao, that's why everyone is opening fire, focusing on the smoke pop inside of smoke and hoping that they can knock one inside of the smoke who's been hiding. Slot 19s again is now scoping in dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin, where slot 12 most definitely trying to get it knocked down sa side ng mga slot 9 natin. But for now pa rin yung mga player natin dito sa so now they can get those top as possible. Now those are going to be getting the offensive knocked down and they can take there that everyone is most definitely doing better. Slot 19 ATH under being put to rest by slot 22s. CIA 3-man squad up front. Also we have our sheet all the way from slot 9. Slot 18 on the other hand just got outside of the blue zone right side corner. We have our slot 22s. Pero wala pa rin magandang visual yung mga player natin dito for them to be able to put some player from slot 22s down. Even though nagkameron na ng reveal yung mga slot 22s natin now from those maps ng mga other player natin. Usabi nila balagpagan. One player slot 13 na big spotted all the way behind. Sobrang vulnerable na one player natin dito. I'm gonna be able to open fire back towards the one player of slot 10. He definitely pops out from this vulnerable spot kung nasaan nagkameron na pull over yung one guy natin all the way from slot 1. Possible na until the play for slot 4 which is inside of the blues. Slot 13 versus the slot 10. Smoking or popping, blooming, everyone in knowing that I cannot away about the company natin because of the smoke pop. Slot 12 is opening fire up dito naman sa side ng mga slot 9 natin. While those other players are trying to have their knockdown and inflict some damage link dito naman sa side ng mga slot 12 natin. From the moment those are man all the way from slot 9 and those other players, those definitely saw those smoke pop. They're definitely figuring out that I could not see a way about some players natin. The way the smoke with mga tao, that's why everyone is opening fire, focusing on the smoke pop inside of smoke and hoping that they can knock one inside of the smoke who's been hiding. Slot 19s again is now scoping in dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin, where slot 12 most definitely trying to get it knocked down sa side ng mga slot 9s natin. But for now pa rin yung mga player natin dito sa so now they can get those knocked down for slot 4 which is not as possible. Now those are going to be getting the offensive knocked down and they can take there that everyone is most definitely doing better. Slot 19 ATH under being put to rest by slot 22s. CIA 3-man squad up front. Also we have our sheet all the way from slot 9. Slot 18 on the other hand just got outside of the blue zone right side corner. We have our slot 22s. Pero wala pa rin magandang visual yung mga player natin dito for them to be able to put some player from slot 22 down. Even though nagkameron na reveal yung mga status dito natin now from those maps, the mga other player natin 𝙒𝙗𝙊𝘾𝙀𝙆𝙇 one player strategy na big spotted all the way behind. Sobrang vulnerable na one player natin dito. Gonna be able to open fire back towards the one player of slot 10. He definitely pops out from those vulnerable spots kung nasaan nagkameron to pull over yung one guy natin all the way from start to stop. It's possible now those are gonna be getting the offensive back down and they can take that. F1 is most definitely doing pero slot 19 ATH ano being put to rest by slot 22's CIA 3-man squad up front. Also we have our sheet all the way from slot 9. Slot 18 on the other hand just got outside of the blue zone right side corner. We have our slot 22's pero wala pa rin magandang visual yung mga player natin dito for them to be able to put some player from slot 22 down. Even though nagkameron na reveal yung mga status dito natin now from those maps, the mga other player natin 𝙒𝙗𝙊𝘾𝙀𝙆𝙇 one player strategy na big spotted all the way behind. Sobrang vulnerable na one player natin dito. Gonna be able to open fire back towards the one player of slot 10. He definitely pops out from those vulnerable spots kung nasaan nagkameron to pull over yung one guy natin all the way from slot to stop. It's possible now those are gonna be getting the offensive back down and they can take that. F1 is most definitely doing pero slot 19 ATH ano being put to rest by slot 22's CIA 3-man squad up front. Also we have our sheet all the way from slot 9. Slot 18 on the other hand just got outside of the blue zone right side corner. We have our slot 22's pero wala pa rin magandang visual yung mga player natin dito for them to be able to put some player from slot 22 down. Even though nagkameron na reveal yung mga status dito natin now from those maps, the mga other player natin 𝙒𝙗𝙊𝘾𝙀𝙆𝙇 one player strategy na big spotted all the way forced. So that's why, I don't know, maybe he can, take one out, maybe two down dito sa side ng mga status natin. Or maybe, it's gonna be evening the max versus slot 10 natin dito. Back down corner ng mga status din natin dito. Will be grabbing a moment too soon. Na one player natin all the way from slot 4 na si Anivia all the way from 5 a.m. Again, problem si Anivia is those rocky mountain boulders where those other players that are hiding themselves out. By somehow slot 20 can have one player knocked down. Anivia or slot 20 will be hunted down any moment too soon. But with him, no one can, have their good visual of this one guy pa rin. Maybe they can lurk all the way left or right side. Maybe they can take. Pero again, one player pa rin from slot 20 will be giving their life just to eliminate this last man all the way from slot 4. 1-on-3 situation. So that's why, I don't know, maybe he can, take one out, maybe two down dito sa side, left or right side, maybe they can take. Pero again, one player pa rin from slot 20 will be giving their life just to eliminate this last man all the way from slot 4. 1-on-3 situation. And if you are giving a lot of problems pa rin dito sa side ng mga slot 20s natin dito, couldn't be able to get the knockdown or good visual from that one guy all the way from slot 4. High ground sprayer yung one play natin dito. I'm not gonna lie, he's good at spraying most definitely. Pero again, tingnan natin kung magkameron nga ba ng magandang angle yung mga player natin dito after getting those attention fully. Last side corner kung natin yung one player all the way from slot 20 who's been on the way side of the location where the been thrown. That definitely has been made out from the game by himself. Miscalculated, maybe trying his best to flush this one player up from that cliff. Left or right side, maybe they can take. Pero left side corner kung natin yung one player all the way from slot 20 who's been on the way side of the location where the been thrown. That definitely has been made out from the game by himself. Miscalculated, maybe trying his best to flush this one player up from that cliff where he's definitely giving a lot of numbers sa mga slot 20s natin dito, or damage that is. Alright, here we go. Patintera, other side of the boulder or mountain. Two men all the way from slot 20 having his hindrance pa rin or problem pa rin. Sinivin natin kung saan siya rotate dito. Pero it's the match gonna be rotating all the way dito sa right side corner. He's gonna be confronting two players all the way from slot 20. Saan pa rin natin kung magkamera natin. Started this fighting at 5 natin. Okay, dito muna na sa mga player na the game slot 19. Sa lahat or having ibang player natin here having those hide and seek moments. Slot 9. Two-man squad versus two players all the way from slot 11 and slot 19. It's two players lang them. Those other guys of those mentioned squad is happening. Going south, but again, one player there for slot 19 has been knocked down by yours truly all the way from our slot DLs. Mga play natin dito para to be able to take one play out from the game. Dito sa side naman ng mga play natin all the way from slot DL. Nakakuha ng magandang angle yung one play natin. Last take his move or to make his move dito sa side ng slot 11 is not enough until he got himself gunned down. Situation up and slightly lower part of the definitely dodges over fire. You know why about start 11 is not even so close to be eliminated out from the 5 stadium. First two players all the way from slot 11 and slot 19. It's two players than them. Those other guys of those mentioned squad is happening. Going south, but again, one player there for slot 19 has been knocked down by yours truly all the way from our slot DLs. Mga play natin dito para to be able to take one play out from the game. Dito sa side naman ng mga play natin all the way from slot DL. Nakakuha ng magandang angle yung one play natin. Last take his move or to make his move dito sa side ng slot 11 is not enough until he got himself gunned down. Situation up and slightly lower part of the definitely dodges over fire. You know why about start 11 is not even so close to be eliminated out from the game. Then again, he's definitely getting another upper hand to moving his state. Smoke compound, small room. Couldn't be able to move that first two players for them to be able to have those helping hands towards those companies of them who got knocked down by those slot 8s natin. Pero slot 8s natin dito stack is sobrang what we can say is kung nasa nagkameron knockdown yung mga play natin all the way from slot 10s earlier. And confusing moments will most definitely begun to happen towards the one player. Pulsing yung knockdown. Pero even though problem na occurring sa mga slot 10s natin dito, seems like hindi ganun ka-problem yung nangyayari dito. And even though off na rin yung side niya dito, knock-one pa rin dito sa side ng mga slot 8 natin dito. Few players from slot 10 has been eliminated. Pero one play then from slot 8 most definitely managed to ring around the rosy, getting those vulnerable side or spot ng mga slot 10s natin. Pero that one player is having his eye out from those spots or out from those corners kung nasaan whereabouts mga other play natin from slot 8 natin. Where does that slot 20s natin dito? Sobrang scattered and sobrang fan out to one another ng mga player natin dito. For them to be able to have those up moments. One player will be knocked down. Other players gonna push out a big spot slacking. From the moment that this one player from slot 3 newbie most definitely spotted the one player who's about to have this cold moment. He got himself gunned down by that one player. Sobrang vulnerable for him to be able to dodge no free fighting. Ginawa na one play natin dito all the way from slot 3 and leaving this one player being inside of the blue zone because he definitely knew that the blue zone is gonna be doing the rest for him. There you go. Being eliminated by the blue zone and knocked down is enough for him to be able to win that 1v1 situation. But no 1v1 situation most definitely occurred. Only one manages to open fire towards the one player from Slati who's about to have this calm moment. KZ opening fire up into the side of Slati is not really definitely just got outside of the blue zone. That's 11. Slot 20 is not illegal. Sobrang one and 1 by 1. Those men has been executed, most definitely ain't gonna lie. Slot 17, two-man squad lurking all the way behind of the ⴑⴑlands kung saan nagkakameron rin ng dance number yung mga player natin dito. Dancing throughout the piece of those guns as you can see. They're doing the shot, most definitely Slot 21. Edges of the zone, if the blue zone move, probably Slot 21 will be moving. They're gonna be moving with the zone. Making seem na walang tao dito pero the engine roar, rev, coming those vehicles, the mga Slot 21 natin will be giving away their premises or their presence from those other players who are still waiting for another knockdown that they can take from those other players. Starting up, make up the location nila. Starter team though, left front being open wide up, big brain, and being just to take the stalker even down. But we have our slot 17 who definitely made it. Dito naman sa left side corner, sliding naman we made it through the area kung nasa way above left, which is yung vulnerable spot nila back in corner. But we have a slot 19. From the moment slot 19 most definitely got away kung nasa we definitely open fired. Dito sa side naman slot 13 natin. They're definitely throwing a lot of money just to have those men startled rin. They definitely know na rin kung nasa yung way above sila dito magulat. One play left, slot 19 has been knocked down. Find the point. One play left from slot 21 and moving forward and trying to claim his knockdown. Dito sa side ng mga slot 10 is natin dito. But again, Peekaboo, I'm still here. One play slot 19. Back and prevent the on point to 𝐿 target of this one player slot 19. One player slot 21 has been knocked down. Who's about to eliminate his comrade out from the game. Pero again at the blue zone are now allowing one guy all the way slot 19 to the knocked down. Pick up his one player slot 19. One player slot 21 has been knocked down. Who's about to eliminate his comrade out from the game. Pero again at the blue zone are now allowing one guy all the way slot 19 to the down. Peekaboo, I'm here. One player slot 13 most definitely just pops out from the front side corner. Kung nasa yung one player natin doon all the way from slot 19. Alright, Mikey, Kenshi, 3-man, one player has been knocked again. Behind of that drop, he's definitely going to be loading another solid gun that he can use for another player. Better those men from slot 21 being finished out from the game. Picking those men now one by one, leaving our men from slot 13's beat. Two of them has been knocked out. Retaliating one player and a big tail up from those hands. The most one player most definitely pops out. Gonna be able to convert that. Some player natin against slot 20, where slot 20 most definitely had their elimination. Doon sa mga player natin dito who definitely had their corners with slot 21 climbing down now from the stairwell. He's holding the mighty 𝐿_KShotgun for a better quick knockdown. Somehow we'll be having his 1v1 situation. Instead of reloading his gun, he definitely switch or pull out another shotgun, which is a pump shotgun for him to be able to get those finishing touches after one player who got knocked down, because he already knew that someone is going to be retaliating after the knockdown he did. Better eliminate one along with him, pero no one most definitely attempted din to pushing kung natin worry about the one bully natin all the way back and got gunned down by him. Right now, slot 4 toe-to-toe pa rin dito sa side ng slot 9. The one guy all the way slot 1. Eradicate those boys all the way from slot 10. Last man for squad. Has the mga player natin against slot 20, where slot 20 most definitely are reading. Patiently yung mga player natin, they're still searching for those timos and searching for those weapons of theirs inside of the blues. Pa rin yung mga slot 18s natin, gaya ng mga player natin early yung kaya but we definitely spectated. Not done, grabbing those favorite weapons of theirs, so as our men all the way down to the tools inside of the blue zone pa rin yung mga players natin. What we can see is everyone's taking shots of small room are being checked, small room are being pushed in all the way to slot 10. Not even no one from slot 10. No one from slot 10. And I'm having one guy all the way to slot 10. Recover though. Switching his spot, for very knocked down. He's definitely getting hit to the side of slot 10. There, that one guy all the way to slot 10 are using that DPS mighty. Going for the loading moment, using the M4 for a final shot. The one put it actually inflicting some damage. Pero again, the battle is not done yet for him. Being inside of the circle, he definitely can take their time, finding another good angle for him to be able to knock those players of them or target of them down. Slot 17s inside of one of these houses na rin. After knowing kung nasa na yung perimeter ng mga slot 11, slot 12 natin dito, nagkamera ng decision making yung mga slot 17s natin to get inside of one of these houses so that they can have themselves protected them out from those bullets that they can be knocked down on from those slot 11 and slot 12 natin. Pero slot 11, instead of standing down, and backing down from this position. Slot 11, the movie point like 𝐿𝐿 start off natin. One player slot off has been knocked down. Prone about to get surprise towards the one player from slot TL, who's about to run here on the open. Hilltop could not see yung whereabouts nila, making seem na walang tao. This is the fight Prone Gaming, but again, he's the one who got knocked down instead of up. Pero again, the battle is not done yet for him. Being inside of the circle, they definitely can take their time, finding another good angle for him to be able to knock those players of them or target of them down. Slot 17s inside of one of these houses na rin. After knowing kung nasa na yung perimeter ng mga slot 11, slot 12 natin dito, nagkamera na decision making yung mga slot 17s natin to get inside of one of these houses so that they can have themselves protected rin out from those bullets that they can be knocked down on from those slot 11 and slot 12 natin. Pero slot 11, instead of standing down and backing down from this position, slot 11, the movie point like 𝐿𝐿 start off natin. One player slot 12 has been knocked down. Prone about to get surprise towards the one player from slot TL, who's about to run here on the open. Hilltop could not see yung whereabouts nila, making seem na walang tao. This is the fight Prone Gaming, but again, he's the one who got knocked down instead of up. Pero again, the battle is not done yet, changing his position after the open fight that he did, because he definitely knew that everyone's gonna be retaliating from the spot where he definitely gave throw and where he did definitely took one away dito sa side ng mga slot 23s natin. Slot 18 working its way throughout the area. Kung nasa one play natin all the way from slot 17s, nearby lang yung one play natin. Slot 17 down dito sa side ng mga slot 23s natin, and from the open fight that he did, he's definitely revealing his spot towards his one player from slot 17 who's pulling out another pin out from not nade and preparing to nade that one play who definitely men all the way from slot 10. Pero he didn't make it on time. That one guy though from slot 8 most definitely made his move. Slot 3 confronted this one play of slot 17, thinking that he can put one din dito sa side ng mga slot 17 natin after knowing kung nasaan yung one play natin, changing his position after the open fight that he did, because he definitely knew that everyone's gonna be open. Surely everyone's gonna be knowing that kung nasa way about yung mga play natin dito, crawling and scooching away here in the open. Few grasses probably, pero those fires no ring na rin dito sa side ng mga players natin. Everyone is pointing their attention towards those gunshot sounds kung saan nagkakamera ng attention to take one out from those opponents of their slot 17, creating the diversion, going for the smoke, hoping those other players gonna be playing in their scopes and data sa smoke pop na ginagawa ng mga play natin from our slot 17, but if they're able to have the reveal and exposes themselves for a possible knockdown dito naman sa side ng mga slot 17 natin. Pero everyone is opening fire inside of those houses, and the one playing them from slot 8 is about to be flushed out from this hideout by the blue zone. Alright, so side of slot 17 natin. Man, he's definitely making sure it's gonna be put open. This one player B after being knocked down is gonna be hiding himself until scrappy natin dito, retaliated. See that one player running in the open, sobrang tempted not to take a shot and avenge his combat. He got knocked down by that one player. The other player right now unexposed na rin kung nasa yung whereabouts ng mga slot 70s natin after the open fight that he did towards the one player from slot 18s natin dito. If only slot 17 most definitely remain as sound as possible, let the one player from slot 18B, those other players gonna be having that one player's hat. Pero I guess slot 17 is not gonna be letting that, not gonna be letting those boys dito. There is one player from slot 18 being figured out by those other players one by one. Those men try their best to flush this one player out from this canal. Pero go! Those men has been clutched out one by one. 3 players have been eliminated by this boy all the way. This one player B after being knocked down is gonna be hiding himself until scrappy natin dito, retaliated. See to flush this one player out from this canal. Pero go! Those men has been clutched out one by one. 3 players have been eliminated by this boy all the way from slot 18, slot 8. Running in open pero wala pa rin maganda visual yung mga play natin towards our men all the way from slot 8. Pero nga lang, Spy Space has been eradicated of the game by one of the players from slot 8. Snap, Shine, 2-on-1 situation. Because of the smoke pop na ginawa ng mga player natin, because of the clutch moment that he did, you know, slot 3, man, he definitely has been figured out ng mga slot 3s natin dito. What separates this one guy all the way from slot 8 out from the game, and the damage that those men from slot 3 can inflict is those smoke pop na lang. It's not those smoke will be burning down. Those players from slot 3 will be having a good visual towards one player from slot 8 to flush this one player out from this canal. Pero go! Those men has been clutched out one by one.
Squatter House Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa minay sumabay. Sabay ka sa beat at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay. May tutok lumapat, galawang matibay. Lihiti munggang, kami ang patunay. May tutok sa clash, kaya ako tumibay. Sambala ka lang, yan ang sigurado. Galawan na smooth, medyo agresibo. Maingat na kilos na parang plinano. Sadyang palaban, yan ang Pilipino. Solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro. Sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa. Lihiti mong bara, wasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakataka. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas. At wala matitira kung di kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapa. Dudurugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa muka. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog ka sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tiyamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran ay alis dito palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapante. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Kilalang taga-utas na mga nagmatigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng barel. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitel. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo kalibel. Kung di ka kalibel, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakalam. Lagi last hater, kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta. Tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya payo ko sa'yo, sige mag-practice pa. Nakatutok na kami, kayo ay puro plan pa. Ganito kami katibi para di margibyado. Kabisado ang galaw bago sumabak sa duelo. Dito matnira matibay at kami na ang panalo. Walang pwede makapigil at kami ang hari dito.
Squatter House Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa minay sumabay. Sabay ka sa beat at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay. May tutok lumapat, galawang matibay. Lihiti munggang, kami ang patunay. May tutok sa clash, kaya ako tumibay. Sambala ka lang, yan ang sigurado. Galawan na smooth, medyo agresibo. Maingat na kilos na parang plinano. Sadyang palaban, yan ang Pilipino. Solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro. Sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa. Lihiti mong bara, wasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakataka. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas. At wala matitira kung di kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapa. Dudurugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa muka. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog ka sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tiyamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran ay alis dito palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapante. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Kilalang taga-utas na mga nagmatigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng barel. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitel. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo kalibel. Kung di ka kalibel, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakalam. Lagi last hater, kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta. Tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya payo ko sa'yo, sige mag-practice pa. Nakatutok na kami, kayo ay puro plan pa. Ganito kami katibi para di margibyado. Kabisado ang galaw bago sumabak sa duelo. Dito matnira matibay at kami na ang panalo. Walang pwede makapigil at kami ang hari dito.
Squatter House Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa minay sumabay. Sabay ka sa beat at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay, may tutok lumapat, galawang matibay, lihiti munggang. Kami ang patunay, may tutok sa clash, kaya kung tumibay sambala ka lang. Yan ang sigurado, galawan na smooth, medyo agresibo, maingat na kilos na parang plinano sa jump palaban. Yan ang Pilipino, solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro, sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa, lihiti mong bara, wasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay